bombs.
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
Wow, they are tanky. So wait, they just take normal fire damage? Elements are so weird in this game. By weird, I mean they just don't matter at all. Like, literally not at all. Both in terms of the enemy and us, there's just no elemental anything. You can't even make him explode by hitting him with a bunch of fire. It's such a, like, Final Fantasy concept that just doesn't exist anymore in this game. So weird. Yeah, it's all about DPS. There's no elements, there's no ailments. All of the typical Final Fantasy things you know do not exist in this game. It's different, it's Phoenix Fire.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet?
Yeah, it's just a shame because, like, and I mean, I'm not saying it's necessarily a good or a bad thing, really. But the remake did such a great job of implementing regular RPG elements into an action RPG, right? So you still had resistances, you still had ailments, you still had all of these things that make Final Fantasy, but it was also an action RPG. Here, they've gone so far into action, combo, etc., that they've left behind all of these things that could enhance the experience. It's not like having poison in this game would ruin the experience. You know what I mean? It's not like having a magic defense stat would ruin the experience. It's not like having armor that's specific to an element would ruin the experience. It would only enhance the experience, so it's a shame that they didn't do it. And I feel like the more and more I play, the more I feel like it was just they didn't have time. Like, they were so invested in the action and the combos and everything that by the time they were ready to ship the game, they just didn't have time to implement all of these kind of superfluous RPG elements. So they just said, let's leave them out. Because I can't imagine they did that by design. I just see no reason why they would. Could be wrong, but to me it just seems like, hey, went up another. He is now a fine hound. Definitely seems like
at least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a
not a design decision, but maybe it was. If it was, then I think that's kind of a miss, to be honest, but guess we'll see.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
Whoa, okay. What in the... From 50 gil to 1200 gil. Again, the balancing just feels so strange sometimes. One thing I've realized is if you do like a precision dodge, you're pretty much just completely invulnerable even if you're still in a hitbox. I'm surprised there hasn't been more fights like this where it's more about controlling the enemies. A lot of the fights have just been one-on-one, which I kind of prefer, but...
To end this quickly.
Holy crap.
That'll help.
That got a little dicey. See you, Fried.
Look out! There's more of them.
They'll fall like the rest. Give them all you've got for.
Woo! Oh, I parried the explosion? That was interesting. Holy crap, these things just have 1,000,000 health. Welcome back, heroes. I got another. Oh. I'm using that. I got 2 things for Rook's Gambit. Yo, Arza, thank you so much for the full year, man. Thank you for being here for a full year. It means a lot, dude. In some version of the multiverse, I've been subbed for longer. And shorter. True. I'm okay with this timeline. Although I would have liked to know you for longer than a year. It's nice that I've known you for a year.
I don't like this.
That's a big, meaty boy.
Seems the feeling's mutual.
Get destroyed. What a parry.
Not this time.
It's Iron Giant. I just realized that's his name. Oh, this song.
Not this time.
What? Press the attack. Oh.
Drawing in energy.
Oh.
Not for long, it isn't. With me.
That's new. Oh, it has like its own little health bar too. That's cool. And you also have to still dodge stuff.
It's down.
This is our chance.
And this is like a different type of stagger. It's interesting.
A little help. Don't let them get away.
What's time? Like nothing left in your bar.
Wake wins. Keep your distance, boy.
That stop move is so bad. I just love using it anyways. Iron Giant dismantled. Because he can't die. Kind of wanted to see the attack. Yeah, I should have let him do it. I wonder if it's like an instant death. I kind of doubt it, but...
It's done.
But what did we do?
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Wicked Wheel, that's the one I don't use, right? Speaking of stuff I don't use, I have a ton of ability points to spend. Can finally get one of the ultimates. Kinda want to get the Garuda ultimate. But this also heals me. I think I'll get that. Oh my god, to upgrade it is an insane amount of points. I should upgrade Rook's Gambit since it's what I'm using the most. And maybe I'll upgrade Rising Flames too, since I use that for a lot of my damage. Alright, we're gaming. Oh, I missed that. Question about the ketchup smoothie. Dude, listen. We have a problem. I uploaded the episode of Incense Gambit, I think it was yesterday or the day before. YouTube finally got the episode where we were talking about the ketchup smoothies. And it's a disaster. The comment section is a complete disaster. Like, you don't understand. The amount, the amount of people weighing in on this ridiculous argument. You guys have truly made a problem. Like, I already had to deal with this argument once, now I gotta read the comments about it. This is the kind of argument I have with my family every day, yeah. So true. I read that comment too, I was like, you're right. That's just how close we are as a community now. Okay, that's a looking little
Alright then.
Falsy-ish. That doesn't look normal. The other ones were like robots. This dude looking a bit evil.
Not this time.
Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, I jumped over it and then precision dodged it. That was sick. Oh, the normal one has more hits too now. That's cool. Almost killed him already.
Too slow. Too slow. Flames to me.
Oh, I wanted to try to Phoenix shift through it. Didn't work. So he got obliterated.
What was that thing? It wasn't like the others.
That's what I was
It
saying.
would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
Wait, was there another? Yeah, there's another path. Well, that just goes back, I think, right? Yeah. But there's a potion. Okay, that goes forward, but then... Oh, okay, never mind.
Look out! You're finished!
Remember when there was enemies? I'm starting to get a foreboding feeling. Like, we're about to learn something that just completely blows our mind.
Another fallen wonder.
Like, by the way, all humans are aliens, and this entire time we've been in a fishbowl. And nothing we know is real, and Sid is actually a squid. Or something. Like, I'm getting that feeling of, like, everything we know is about to be rocked. You know what I mean? Also, what did that do? That powered this side, so I had to power the other side. Oh, there was 2 doors. I'm just blind. That's why he smokes so many cigars. Everyone knows squids love cigars.
Stay down. Lights.
Well, that did something.
Sidolphus. Kind of a peculiar name, don't you think? You know who else has a peculiar name? Voldemort. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, it's not confirmed, but just saying.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
I see this going 2 ways. Either we learn something about dominance that we didn't know before, and how they're all connected and stuff, and like everything starts to make sense, or it just throws us the crazy curveball, like aliens. It's one or the other. Either everything's gonna make sense by the end of this, or nothing's gonna make sense by the end of this.
It all seems to lead to this room.
Question is, which
And
is
look
it?
what's in it.
It looks like Garuda, but I don't think it is.
How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
Why is
I
it
don't know.
cracked?
I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god.
Looks like a seraph. Here it is again.
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you? What?
Not really. We kind of sort of knew it was him, but not really.
I'm back.
Like, it's not even really a curveball. Like, we just don't even know what's going on yet.
Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop! Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him. And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace. To the truth that awaits me. I will press on. Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
This song, though, is so good. Huh. Too late. timing is rough. Gotta be like perfect. Can't keep up with them. No. I should have just canceled that. I bet you I could have. Oh my god, that damage.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest, like, inside my own head battles.
Too slow. Garuda, lend me your strength.
Infernal Shadow. Ouch. I said I wanted more 1v1 human battles. Here it is. I've had several already. They've all been good.
Too slow.
Oh, the parry! That was some damage. Holy cow, his health bar though. Oh, the song.
What?
He's semi-primed.
I see.
Are we gonna learn how to semi-prime from this?
By example.
Is this where we learn our limit break?
Too slow.
And every time I dodge something like that, it just feels so freaking cool. The dodge is just so good in this game. Oops. Thought that was a different move.
Too slow.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. He's cooking. Oh. Music change was a bit abrupt there.
No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all.
Oh, I knew it. How long can I wait? I knew it.
Show yourself.
Tutorial. Oh my god, they didn't tutorial me. Oh my god, I'm tearing on the new one. Oh my god, the music is so good. Look at my health bar go up. Look at Super Ronald. Dude, my combo is just like crazy. Doesn't seem like my abilities are different, but my combo definitely is. I can't even, like, burst. Maybe the burst is automatic now. Also, I saw that LB combo. You know what that means. Yes, kaiju battle. It's just a smash square the battle. Holy moly. So, like, I gotta hand it to him. The one time that I figured they were gonna totally ruin the moment with a tutorial, they didn't. I thought for sure it was gonna be like, boom, tutorial. This is what a limit break is. But they let us feel it in the moment. They let us just experience it. Thank you. For once. We'll still get a tutorial later, but at least it wasn't in the moment. See, we still don't know who that is. There's still more to it.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
That thing on the wall is definitely a seraph. It's got 6 wings.
Clive, are you sure you're all
I
right?
found a rock.
Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill. If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
This whole theme of atonement is really cool. I like how it connects Jill and Clive together. It's not just Clive needs to atone for his sins and Jill is along for the ride. Like, they're both in that same thematic journey. But also, thank God we finally have... I mean, there's other games that do this too, but I swear, like 95% of the time, it always falls into the trope of, you can't come with me, Jill, it's too dangerous. And then Jill, like, proves herself at some point. Thank God he actually was just like, I'm glad you said that. You know what I mean? Like, I love that line. That's so good. I was ready. I was bracing for the, like, it would be too dangerous, Jill. You know, which I didn't think he would say, but I was bracing for it anyways, because that's how every freaking story goes. It's always, oh, you can't come with me. I'm so glad he was just like, let's do it together. Like, that was awesome. I loved that part. Also, I'm starting to wonder, do you guys think, like, hopefully you can say this in a way that doesn't spoil anything for me, but I'm kind of curious. Do you guys think that maybe this beginning would have been better if they had not shown Joshua yet? Because, like, I'm thinking about it in terms of, like, what if we didn't know Joshua was alive yet? I feel like everything that just happened would have been more impactful. Because, like, that whole time that he's, like, accepting that it was him, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, yeah, but he's alive. So, like, all this is gonna... Not that it's gonna be irrelevant. Like, I'm glad they did it this way, because if he had met Joshua before this, he would have never had to come to terms with it. He would have just been like, oh, you're alive. But instead, we got to have this great moment where he accepts it. But in the back of our head, we do know that he's alive. So it doesn't ruin it, but I just feel like it would have been better if we didn't know. Or if we thought, but weren't sure yet. You know what I mean? Like, if they had hinted at it, but we didn't know for 100% positive yet. It just seems a bit weird. Like, if they had that scene where they were up on the cliff top and he just didn't take his hood off. Like, it was the same exact scene, but he just didn't take his hood off. Then we'd be like, oh man, that's probably Joshua, but we don't know yet. And then that would have made that scene a bit better. And then maybe there he reveals himself. You know, it's just kind of weird. Like, I feel like it would have been better that way. I wonder if there's a reason they did it that way. Yeah. Like, but that would have been so much cooler if right at the moment that he finally accepts it, we as the viewer get to know that Joshua's alive, right? Because I know they're going for this, like, we know something that he doesn't, but I just think they could have held on to that surprise a little longer. Because when it showed it before, it was kind of like out of nowhere. Like, I remember I was like, I think that might be, and they just showed himself, and I was like, oh, I guess I don't have to even think it now. Remember? I had that, like, reaction. So how much better would it have been if I was like, I think that's Joshua, and then right here it was shown? That would have been a lot better. But maybe there was a reason behind it. That's my read on it. I think it would have been better if this whole time I was thinking it, and then we had that great moment, and then what I was thinking back then was now just given to me, you know? Yeah, that's kind of a shame, but maybe there's a reason they did it that way. I just think it would have been much better had they waited just a little longer. Or even longer than this. Like, maybe even we don't know yet, you know, but... If nothing else, I think that moment would have been better than the previous one. I was wondering if Titan would be our next enemy. I think it's gonna be.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said, he said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. Now!
Yes, yes, my lord.
Benedicta.
Man. Crazy performance there. Kinda lessened. Oh look, we get to learn the meaning of life now. That's nice. There it is. Time to tell you about the loot break. I'm okay with that though. It's kind of lessened to us as the viewer because we know that he was kind of stealing her from the king, but still, obviously, he was quite in love with her, so he do be raging. I was kind of seeing Ifrit as kind of the icon of rage, but I think that's just because he was out of control and now he's controlled, so he's not really the icon of rage. Titan is more of the icon of rage. I mean, they don't have specific descriptions like that, but, you know, he's the one that's like pure rage and power.